at Mr. Rogers and 99. The World Cup is upon us, ladies and gentlemen. It kickstarts next week with Russia, of course, the host country. Let's take a look at just how long a soccer game is, because it seems to be a question that a lot of people kind of think about here. So, soccer is one of the more archaic ways to kind of keep time here. Soccer has this very old style way, and it's unique, and I like that. So in theory, a soccer game is 90 minutes total, 45-minute halves, with an intermission, of course, in between. There is no clock on the scoreboard that must be followed. The audience, in a sense, is kind of left in the dark in terms of when the game ends, because what makes soccer so unique is that the referee has full discretion of the clock. The referee can decide when to add on more time and how much more time needs to be docketed towards the later part of the game. So in all, usually on average, start to finish, a soccer match, a soccer game usually lasts an hour and 50 minutes. So extra time. You can call it stoppage time. You can call it added time. Usually, referees add time to a soccer game to compensate for injuries and other delays of a game. And plus, by the way, continuous play, the beautiful thing about that with soccer, less commercials. And we all love that when we are watching these matches and when we go throughout the World Cup here. So obviously, the whole stoppage time thing doesn't happen in any other sport. Football, hockey, baseball, and the conclusion of a soccer game can actually be one of the more painful phenomenons. Because if you think about it, if a team is leading at the 90-minute mark, and in theory the game should end then, but the referee adds on time, and that team that was in the lead ends up losing, you just think to yourself the what-if scenario, right? What if there was no stoppage time at the end of the game? And very rarely does a soccer game go 90 minutes even, like almost never. So, like I mentioned, in essence, extra time is compensation for whatever stoppages occur during the game. And the odd thing about it is there's no concrete formula. A stoppage for one referee could actually equate to 30 seconds, but maybe a minute and a half for another referee for that same stoppage. So it's very arbitrary and kind of adds an element of suspense where, like, you're sitting here at the 90-minute mark and you're saying to yourself, okay, how much added time will there be in this particular matchup? Be sure to let me know about the World Cup as well. What country are you rooting for? Of course, the United States did not qualify, so yeah. By the way, here is the painful part of a soccer match in terms of a coaching or player perspective. They can never plan for it to last 90 minutes, right? They have to plan for maybe an extra 5, maybe an extra 30 seconds, that is, not 30 minutes, and maybe an extra 10 minutes. And so there's this element of adjusting on the fly if you are a player, if you are a coach, because you know a soccer match is not going to go 90 minutes long, but you also don't know how long it's going to be in the end. So there you go. How long is a soccer match? In real time, usually an hour and 50 minutes. So one of the more intriguing aspects of soccer is this whole concept of added time.